Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. Please speak loudly and clearly for the jurors. You can adjust the microphone as you need.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury and spell your last name?
Yes, my name is Tarana Khan. Last name is Khan.
And Ms. Khan, how are you employed currently?
I'm a mitigation specialist / paralegal for the Federal Defenders of the Middle District of Georgia.
And what is that what do those job responsibilities entail?
What I do is I go down three different, the male side and the maternal and paternal side of the families, and I investigate all of the issues. I don't do fact investigation, and I also do the mental evaluations not the evaluations, but I go back, doing all the records and get all the things together, present it to the courts, so we can try to get a lesser sentence for our clients.
Okay. And that's with a habeas unit?
Not right now. I'm just with the Middle District of of Georgia. But I was doing that with the habeas here in Tallahassee.
Okay. And how long have you been in your current role in the Middle District of Georgia?
1 year in Georgia.
Okay. Prior to that, did you work for the Federal Defender's Office here in the Northern District of Florida?
I did, the Capital Habeas Unit.
And can you tell us what you did there, please?
Yes, I did investigation, went to talk to clients, all their families. It was more of a fact investigation at that point.
Okay. And so that entailed you going out at the direction of the attorneys that you worked with, interviewing individuals?
Correct.
Gathering records?
Yes.
And that included individuals that were in custody, correct?
Correct.
And preparing reports?
Correct.
And presenting that to whom?
The attorneys.
Okay. Did it also bring you to have occasion to testify in court ever?
No.
No. Now, how long were you employed with the Northern District of Florida Federal Defender's Office?
From 2016 until July 2022.
And can you tell us a little bit about your educational background?
Yes, I have an associate's in paralegal, a bachelor's in legal studies, and I've studied sociology, and I've earned a certificate in that.
Okay. And when did you complete your bachelor's?
In around 2014, maybe.
Okay. Now, in between working for the Federal Defender's Office in the Northern District of Florida and the Federal Defender's Office in the Middle District of Georgia, did you work as a licensed private investigator in Florida?
After I left the Federal Defender's Office in Tallahassee, yes.
Okay. And how long did you do that for?
Since 2022, and I guess stopped. I just took the job for the Federal Middle District of Georgia and left.
Okay. And as a licensed private investigator, were you retained by my office to interview an individual by the name of Patricia Bird?
Yes.
And where was she located?
In the Leon County Jail.
Okay. How many times did you meet with Miss Bird?
Once.
And that was at the Leon County Jail?
Yes.
And do you remember when that was?
I want to say January. Can I look?
If it'll help refresh your memory,
okay.
Sure.
Ms. Bird was on January 24th.
2025?
Correct. Sorry.
And when you interviewed Miss Bird, did you tell Miss Bird that Mrs. Adelson was going to pay her for her testimony?
No.
Okay. Specifically, did you tell Miss Bird that Donna Adelson was going to buy her a piece of land?
No.
What about a trailer?
No.
What about veneers for her teeth?
No,
What about a small vehicle for her and her children?
no,
Okay. Did Miss Bird tell you that Mrs. Adelson had offered those items to her?
no,
Did Miss Bird tell you that Mrs. Adelson confessed to any portion of the crimes with which Mrs. Adelson is charged in this case?
Did she tell you that, I'm sorry, can you repeat that
Did
for me?
Miss Bird tell you that Mrs. Adelson confessed to her?
No,
Just a moment, Your Honor. Ms. Kahn, prior to interviewing Ms. Bird on January 24th, 2025, did you meet with or speak with Donna Adelson?
no,
Have you ever met with or spoken with Donna Adelson?
no,
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.
Why did you interview Miss Bird?
I was given a list of names to interview.
By defense counsel?
Correct.
Okay. And she was not a state witness at that time, right?
I wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know. Would it refresh your memory to see a copy of the state's amended discovery when we did list her as a witness?
I didn't see that. I wouldn't have seen that.
Okay, so that wouldn't help you to know when she was amended as a witness in the case?
I wouldn't have known it, no.
Okay, so you were not asked to go there because she was a state's witness, I'll just put it
No,
that way.
No,
All right. And did you record your interview with Ms. Bird?
no.
The SAO investigators were able to record their interview with her. Why didn't you when you interviewed her?
I wasn't asked to do that.
Asked by who?
The attorneys.
So they didn't ask you to do it?
They didn't ask me to record it, no.
Okay. Could you have taken a recorder and recorded it though?
Had I requested for the jail to permit me to take a recorder in there?
The jail does allow that.
I
If you-
don't know, I didn't
if you
ask.
get- Okay. If you get permission in your experience, is it typical for
Correct, yes.
jails to allow you to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Just a second. That's all I have, thank you.
Redirect examination.
Ms. Collins, since you didn't ask for permission to take a recording device into the jail when you met with Ms. Bird, how did you take accurate notes?
As I was speaking with them, I wrote everything down that they said, that they were saying to me.
Okay.
So I did pen and paper.
Pen to paper. And had the state requested those through the discovery process, you would have been able to produce those.
Correct.
Nothing further.
Will this witness need to be recalled or retained for any reason?
We retain her, but she's free to go on about her business.
You may step down, Ms. Khan. If you are recalled by the attorneys, they will let you know. Do not discuss your testimony with any other person. Please call your next witness.
Eddie Barnes?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Please adjust the microphone as you need to.
We'll do it. Okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes, my name is Eddie Varnes. Excuse me, E-D-D-I-E. Last name V as in Victor, A-R-N-E-S.
How are you employed, sir?
I'm a private investigator.
And how long have you been a private investigator?
I've been a private investigator on my own for 10 years. Prior to that, total 27 years.
27 years as a private investigator?
Yes, 27 years as an investigator. The last, yes.
My pen ran out of ink. What type of casework do you handle?
Mostly criminal at this point in time. I also do insurance, civil stuff and insurance, but I've been exclusively pretty much criminal for about the last 10 years.
How do you get your work?
I market. I have my own company. I try to market and get work, and that's how you do it. That's all I can say.
Were you retained as a private investigator by Mrs. Adelson's original attorneys?
Yes, sir.
And when was that?
May of 2024.
Now, I want to specifically direct you to when you were asked to speak with an individual by the name of Patricia Bird.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when that was?
That was August 30th, 2024.
Okay. And what did you go to the jail to meet with her?
Yes, sir. I received a call from prior defense counsel saying there may be a person that has information on the case. He gave me the name, so at that point I had traveled to Leon County Jail, got there about 11 o'clock, and then was able to meet with Miss Bird.
Okay. Now, there are different kinds of visits that you can do at the jail. How did you meet with her?
I met with her in an attorney booth.
Okay, so you don't need to schedule an appointment for that?
No, sir.
Okay, just normal business hours?
Yes, sir.
And tell us, without telling us what was said, how did the conversation go?
Basically, I met her and I introduced myself and explained to her who I was. And I said, you understand you might have some information on the case? And she said yes.
And she might have some information on Donna Adelson's case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did she have information about?
She told me she had some information about what Katherine Magbanua had stated to her back in 2021 when they were incarcerated together.
Now, did she tell you that Donna Adelson offered her any sort of compensation to testify in her case?
No, sir.
Okay. Specifically, did Miss Bird tell you that Donna Adelson offered to buy her a piece of land?
No, sir.
Did Miss Bird tell you that Donna Adelson offered to buy her a trailer for that piece of land?
No, sir.
Did Miss Bird tell you Miss Adelson offered to buy her a vehicle?
No, sir.
What about veneers for her teeth?
No, sir.
So she didn't tell you any of those things that she is saying Donna Adelson offered?
Absolutely not.
Did she tell you that Donna Adelson confessed to her?
Absolutely not.
Did you record your interview with Miss Bird?
I was instructed by prior defense counsel to not record the interview. That wasn't unusual because we spoke to I spoke to several prior inmates throughout those 2 or 3 months. So to answer your question, no, sir, I did not record the interview.
Now, did Miss Bird talk extensively about Miss Magbanua?
Yes, she did.
Did she say that Donna Adelson told her to say those things?
No, absolutely not.
Did Miss Bird know who Donna Adelson was prior to meeting Miss Adelson?
No, she did not.
Had she heard the name Donna Adelson?
No, she didn't. She actually told me when she met her
When
in
Miss
the jail, like she never heard of Donna's name. She met her like maybe 4 weeks earlier inside the jail at that point in time.
Now, when Miss Bird is telling you about Miss Magbanua, did you caution her in any way about her cooperating on Donna's behalf?
Yes, sir, I did. She told me what she told me, and then I said, Miss Bird, the state's going to, if you're a potential witness in this case, you're going to be put on the stand. They're going to say you were given something to say this. Our client told you to say this. And she said, absolutely not. They can say that all they want. That's the truth.
Did Miss Bird tell you that Donna told her to say anything other than what was true?
No.
Was it your understanding that she was waiting for a plea offer in her own case?
She made mention to me that I asked her about her charges. I wanted to get to know her a little bit. So she told me why she was in. And we discussed that a little bit. And then she said, I'm expecting an offer soon.
That was what she said, expecting an offer soon?
I'm expecting an offer from the state soon.
And that was just over a year ago?
Yes, sir. That was August 30th, 2024.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Nothing further at this time?
Cross-examination.
So, Mr. Barnes, you said that you interviewed Miss Bird because Donna Adelson's prior defense counsel said that this may be a person who has information.
That's correct.
But that was prior to July 25 when the state listed Patricia Bird as a possible witness for the state, right?
That was August 30th, 2024.
Okay. So in August of 24, the defense, for some reason, would have thought this person may have information and gone to you to interview them.
Correct.
Okay. And defense counsel asked you about this, but you said you did not record your interview with her?
No.
Okay. You could have taken a recorder, like a pocket recorder, into the jail and recorded it, right?
I
If
could
they'd
have,
asked
but I
you
was
to.
instructed not to record the statement.
Yes, sir. Now, after hearing this statement about how Magbanua basically lied on the Adelsons, killed Dan Markel just to extort them for their money, is that right?
That's not exactly right, but you're in the ballpark, but that's not exactly what she told me.
Okay, can you tell me again exactly what she told you?
Yeah, I'm going to refer back to my report a little bit, if that's okay. I spoke Patricia, and she said that they were sitting at a table talking about the case, and then Bird quoted the following that Magbanua had told her, and that was, after we had him killed, we tried to get the money because we knew her boyfriend and family had a lot of money. We knew that they had money because the family offered the man $1 million apiece to move to South Florida. So at that time, Patricia, and Katie, said, why not kill him and get the money ourselves? So then Bird replied with, girl, that's crazy as hell. That's extortion. And Katie replied to her and said, my kid's got to be raised and go to college as well.
So I have a question about that. So according to what you say Bird told you,
Yes.
Bird used the word extortion. That's the word Patricia Bird used,
Yes, ma'am, she
that
said.
Magbanua used.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, when you heard this story, that would be very helpful, right, to Donna Adelson's case. Did you call her prior defense counsel and say, listen to what this lady's telling me? Can I have permission to record this? Can I do a recorded interview with her? This is going to be very important. You didn't do that, did you?
I did call them immediately when I left the jail, and I sent them an email with my summary within an hour.
Okay. Did you ask to go then do a recorded interview with her so you would have evidence of that?
No, I didn't ask.
Okay. And did they ask you to?
They didn't ask me, no. I told them what they told me, and if they have any additional instructions for me, I'll gladly go do what they asked me to do.
All right. Now, if Miss Bird, after all that, do you know why the defense never listed Patricia Bird as a witness?
I don't know the specific reason. I'm not the attorneys on the case. That's
Do
their
you
job.
know why these attorneys never listed Patricia Bird as a witness?
State allow the witness to answer the question before cutting off, please.
Ms. Dugan, please wait for him to finish the answer.
Just repeat, please.
Do you know why either defense counsel never listed Patricia Bird as a witness?
I have no idea.
You were hired by prior defense counsel, you said?
That's correct.
Okay, and you did charge for your services.
I did charge for my services, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
That's all, thank you.
Redirect examination.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Barnes,
Yes, sir.
the state just asked you, according to what you say Bird said to you, isn't that, in fact, what Miss Bird said to you, not just what you claim?
No, that's exactly what she said to me.
Okay. And you've been working in this industry for how many years?
No, I would object to improper bolstering, Judge.
Sustained.
Judge, the state attacked his credibility.
We're not doing speeding objections. I will ask your next question.
Would it surprise you, sir, to learn that contrary to what the state implied,
Objection to relevance, asking what he would be surprised by.
Overruled. Please let him finish his question first before you object.
thank you, Your Honor, would it surprise you to learn that prior defense counsel in fact listed Patricia Bird on the witness list that they submitted prior to this case being set for trial September of 2024?
Would that surprise me? No.
Okay. And so, contrary to what Ms. Dugan indicated on cross-examination, it was your understanding that Ms. Bird was listed as a defense witness.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay. Just a moment, Your Honor. Nothing further, Your Honor?
Will this witness be recalled by either party?
He'll be retained, but he's free to go about his business.
Mr. Barnes, do not discuss your testimony with any other person. You may step down.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Please call your next witness. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. The attorneys can approach briefly for one moment. We'll escort you to the jury room. Everyone can be seated. Sir, I'm going to need you to step down from the witness stand and step outside the courtroom doors. Once the rule of sequestration is invoked, it applies equally to both parties. How long was he sitting in the back of the courtroom watching the defense case?
I was not aware he was here, Your Honor. Our assistant was trying to find him. I went in the hallway looking for him. I didn't see him before we called the witness that he sat in here for. She sent him a text message asking him where he was because we were concerned he was not here, and that was about 1:30. I believe, based on speaking to my assistant, that he was present during all or part of Ms. Khan's testimony, which is completely unrelated to his very limited scope in this case.
State, do you wish to be heard?
No, sir.
What's that?
You have an answer.
What is the substance of the testimony to be offered?
The substance of the testimony is a home search with Mr. and Mrs. Adelson and Dan Markel.
He's a realtor, Your Honor.
The bailiff has informed me that he was present for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not entirely sure how this testimony would relate to other matters that we've gone over. We need a moment to determine if the witness should be permitted to testify. We'll take a brief break. 10 minutes. Everyone can be seated. You may examine Mr. Kelly when you're ready.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Kelly, this is going to be very brief. Could you please tell the jury your name and then spell your last name for the court reporter, please?
Yes, Tim Kelly, T-I-O, last name, K-E-L-L-Y.
All right. And what is your occupation, sir?
I'm a realtor.
And is that what your occupation was back in 2011?
Yes,
Did you have the pleasure of knowing a young man named Dan Markel?
I did.
At some point in November of 2011, were you contacted by Mr. Markel about seeing some homes?
Yeah, I'm not positive on the date, but if that's the date, yes, he did contact me about some homes.
Would it refresh your memory if you were able to look at the email communications?
Yeah, I can't remember if yeah, that's fine.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yep, great. Yes, 2011.
Was that November 2011?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. And when he contacted you and you were making arrangements to look at homes, were those homes were you looking for a home in particular for his in-laws, Donna and Harvey Adelson?
Correct.
And were arrangements made for you to show homes?
Yes.
And did you in fact show homes?
Yes.
And who was present when you showed the homes? Who was with you?
I believe it was the Adelsons, both of them, the husband and wife, and Dan, and I believe Wendi and the boys, both boys, or just one boy. I can't remember who was there at the time, but I think we had to make arrangements between, cars or so.
Okay. Was it one time that you took them out or more?
I believe it was just one time.
Okay. And did you show them homes in the Tallahassee area?
Yeah.
Okay. And did they end up purchasing any of the homes that you showed them?
No.
Okay. At some point, did you refer them to another realtor that you know named Lisa Carey to look at homes?
I did not refer them to
Did-
Lisa Carey. No,
Okay.
that was not.
That was not you?
No.
Do you work with Miss Carey?
I did at the time we were a team.
Okay.
At one point, and I think we were still a team, and we probably were not in 2011,
Okay.
but no.
Okay. Can you hold on just one second, please?
Mhm.
Just briefly, when you came to the courthouse today, did you come and sit inside the courtroom?
I did.
And did you observe and listen to some of the testimony?
I heard the end of the testimony that was being said.
Was it a male or a female?
Female.
Okay. Is there anything about the testimony that you heard that has affected your testimony as to these small issues on looking at a home?
No, no.
All right. Nothing further.
Cross-examination.
Mr. Kelly?
Hey,
So you showed these houses to the Donna and Harvey Adelson at Dan Markel's request?
correct.
And was the thought that they would have more space, be able to stay up here for longer periods of time visiting Dan Markel and his family?
I believe that was it, yes.
Okay. And that was in 2011, you said?
According to the emails, yeah.
So Dan Markel and Wendi Adelson were still together at that time?
Correct. Mhm.
Okay. And if they got divorced in summer, fall 2012, your interaction would have been about a year before that,
Correct.
and about 2 years before Halloween of 2013, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any redirect from the witness?
No, Judge.
You may step down, Mr. Kelly. Please call your next witness.
Defense will call Detective Joshua Turner.
Detective Turner, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat. Please speak loudly and clearly. You may adjust the microphone as you need to.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you please introduce yourself to the jury?
Yes, my name is Josh Turner. I'm a deputy with the Leon County Sheriff's Office
How long have you been employed with the Leon County Sheriff's Office?
since September of 2016.
And during your time with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, can you tell the jury a little bit about what assignments you have worked.
Yes, I was in 2019 a field training officer, and then in 2020 I transferred into the Criminal Investigations Division at the Sheriff's Office. I worked in property crimes, auto crimes, and violent crimes.
Okay. And in your role as a detective with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, did you come to interview an inmate by the name of Dina Burnhart?
I did.
And did you meet with her on December 18th of 2024?
I did.
Okay. And subsequent to that, did you notify the state attorney's office that Ms. Burnhart had information concerning Donna Adelson?
I did.
And did you then attend a recorded interview with Ms. Burnhart at the state attorney's office?
Yes.
During that interview, did she indicate what, if any, steps, and by she I'm referring to Ms. Burnhart, took in when she was speaking with Ms. Adelson in the pod at the Leon County Detention Center?
She said that she was speaking to Ms. Adelson throughout the day and sitting in front of a camera at the detention facility.
She specifically stated that she situated herself and Ms. Adelson so that they would be picked up on the surveillance footage?
I'm not sure the exact wording, but yes,
Something to that effect?
correct.
Okay. Now, previously, did you review State's Exhibit 105?
Yes.
And what was that?
I believe it was the recording of the pod, the annex.
Okay, so there was surveillance video?
Yes.
So after Ms. Bernhardt's interview on December 20th, 2024, at the state attorney's office, did you go back to your office to download the surveillance video?
No, sir. I went to my vehicle and back up to the state attorney's office and downloaded it from there.
Okay, so you went to get your computer?
Yes, sir.
So back then, when you were assigned to the investigations unit, you had access to their surveillance videos?
I did.
Okay, and then you logged in from the state attorney's office and downloaded that?
Correct.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness and show him, it was marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 105.
You may.
Do you recognize State's Exhibit 105?
I do.
Is this the surveillance, or is this a portion of the surveillance video that you obtained from the Leon County Detention Facility?
It is.
Aside from shortening the video so it was easier to show in court, any changes to it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just a moment. And at this point in time, I would move into evidence as Defense Exhibit 70, the surveillance video.
Any objection?
My only objection is rule completeness, Judge. I'm not sure how much shortening occurred, but I would ask for all of States 105 to be admitted.
And I can say, Your Honor, that the video that was provided to us as States 105 is exactly what I've copied onto this thumb drive.
The item is admitted. It is to be published in its entirety.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you guys have the HDMI? use the computer. Is it okay if I stand over here rather than at the lectern?
That's right.
Okay. So detective, initially in the video, do we see Miss Bernhardt or Miss Adelson?
Yes, they are back towards the bunks.
And do they walk towards the foreground of the video?
At one point.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Who's seated at the table with the dark hair?
That's Dina Burnhart.
What does she have in front of her?
A notebook with a daisy and a yellow folder, looks like.
Did the video appear to show Miss Bernhardt putting a chair at the table towards the right?
It does.
Who's walking up now?
Miss Adelson.
Does it appear from the video that Miss Bernhardt got Miss Adelson to sit down at that table?
It does.
And they're engaged in conversation?
Yes.
Without stating the obvious, there's no audio on this video, correct?
Correct.
Detective, at this point, we're over 8 minutes into the video. Neither one of them have started writing, have they?
No.
Can you explain to the jury what Ms. Burnhart just did?
It appears she took a piece of paper out of her notebook and is showing Miss Adelson something on that page.
Appears that something is already written on that page.
Potentially, I can't tell.
Now Ms. Bernhardt's writing on the piece of paper.
Correct.
It appears that Ms. Bernhardt is writing at this point.
Correct.
Judge, given that this is an hour and 14-minute long video, instead of publishing it in full as requested, is it okay if I fast forward to the points that I'm trying to make?
Yes, sir, I wasn't requesting publication in full. I just wanted the whole thing to be done.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. At 13:26, who's writing?
Miss Bernhardt.
1417, who's writing?
Miss Bernhardt.
She's still writing?
Yes.
Now, 1446, my client takes the paper and starts writing, correct?
Correct.
Fast forward to 1642. Did Miss Bernhardt take the notebook back?
She did.
And from this vantage point, we can't see what Miss Adelson is writing, can we?
Correct.
However, it's clear that Miss Bernhardt is still speaking with my client.
They seem to be engaged in conversation.
Uh, 2250. What do we see Miss Bernhardt doing now?
She placed 2 notebooks on the table.
And one of them was the hot pink one that we saw. That I think the state submitted into evidence. It's a hot pink.
Correct.
Okay. $41.24. What do we see now?
Trina's opening the hot pink notebook.
Is she showing Mrs. Adelson something in that notebook?
It appears so.
Fast forward to 4404. Are they both writing?
Yes.
4822, Mrs. Adelson handed Drina something. Do they appear to be discussing it now?
It appears so.
Fast forwarded a little bit to 51 minutes. It appeared that Miss Adelson had gotten up and is now sitting back down.
That's correct.
Fast forward to 54 minutes. It still appear that they're both looking through the pages and discussing them.
It does.
Now we're at 55:35. They're still both discussing some topic, correct?
Correct.
We don't know what they're discussing.
Correct.
And they're both looking at pages that they have in front of them.
Correct.
We're at 59:34. Appears they're both still writing.
Correct.
And as with previously, can we tell what they're writing?
No.
Can we determine what they're discussing?
No.
Now we're at 1 minute, or 1 hour, 1 minute and 22 seconds. Can you tell the jury what's going on here?
Miss Burnhart just opened some notebook. She's writing, and Miss Adelson is also writing.
Detective, from your previous review of this surveillance video, does the same behavior continue where they're both writing and discussing things between now and the end of the video?
I believe so, yes.
Can we get the lights, please? Detective, do you recall the date that video was collected? I'm sorry, it's a poorly worded question. Do you recall the date that video was taken?
I believe it was December 19th.
So the day before Ms. Adelson met with the state attorney's office.
Miss-
I'm sorry, Ms. Bernhardt. Thank you.
Correct.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Detective, that's the day after Ms. Bernhardt told you that she had information about my client.
Correct.
Nothing further?
Cross-exam.
Permission to publish the defense exhibit?
You may.
When you met with her on the 18th, she told you not just that she had information about Donna Adelson, but that Donna Adelson was trying to enlist her, solicit her to give perjured testimony in this trial, right?
Correct.
So you learned that on the 18th. You relay that information to who?
Investigator Newland.
With my office.
Correct.
All right, and the meeting at the state attorney's office ultimately happened on December 20th, right?
Correct.
And at that time, there was a more detailed interview conducted with Ms. Bernhardt to get the information she had about what had happened, right?
Correct.
Okay, and at that meeting, Bernhardt shows up with this pink notebook pictured in State's Exhibit 62, right?
Correct.
And she tells us in that meeting, hey, here's a script that she's written for me that she wants me to deliver at trial, right?
Correct.
And you were able to photograph the thing, and this is what's pictured in State 62?
Correct.
Okay. And what were Drina's instructions from the defendant about this exhibit? Why did we have to photograph it instead of impounding the thing?
Her instructions were to read over that and to trace it in her own handwriting and provide that back to Miss Adelson.
Okay, so she's supposed to copy what's here and give this back to Ms. Adelson.
Correct.
So Ms. Adelson was going to be expecting to get this thing back. We had to send it back with her, right?
Correct.
Okay. Did Bernhardt at the meeting on December 20th tell you when this script was authored by Mrs. Adelson?
She was speaking to Investigator Newland. I don't recall.
Based on what she told Investigator Newland, did you go and review that video and find the video that we just watched?
Correct.
All right, and so the video is from December 19th, right?
Correct.
So you didn't look through multiple days of videos. You knew to go to December 19th, right?
Correct.
So Bernhardt obviously said, she wrote this yesterday.
Correct.
I'm supposed to copy it and give it back to her. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you went and found the video, did the video appear to corroborate what Bernhardt had told law enforcement that day?
It did.
And when Bernhardt originally reported this to you on the 18th, you said you let Investigator Newland know. Did you let Bernhardt know, hey, you're going to be interviewed on the 20th?
No.
Did Bernhardt have any way of knowing that we were going to have a meeting on the 20th?
Not to my knowledge.
In fact, didn't we consider waiting until after Christmas to meet with her? Do you
Correct.
remember that? I was home with a bad injury, bad back.
Yes.
The kids were out of school. It was Christmas time. We talked about doing it after Christmas, right?
Correct.
So wasn't it just dumb luck that we happened to bring her over on the day that she was in possession of this thing in defendant's handwriting?
Yes.
Defense says, well, both women wrote in the notebook. We see one writing, we see the other one writing. Are you a handwriting expert?
No, ma'am.
Would you defer to the expertise of a handwriting expert in determining who wrote this particular thing?
Yes.
I want to publish that video, if you would, at 52:14. Watch the part where Ms. Bernhardt here does take this pink notebook out and give it to Donna Adelson, right?
Correct.
And it is Bernhardt's notebook, right?
Yes.
And after she gives it to the defendant does proceed to write in the notebook for quite some time, right?
Correct.
And if we go to 58:19, so we see Mrs. Adelson get up and walk away, and then she later returns, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then if we go to 104. We see Ms. Bernhardt get up and walk away, and Ms. Adelson continues writing.
Correct.
Nothing further.
Redirect examination.
Yes, you are. Detective, we know that Miss Adelson expected this document back that was written in Drina's notebook because that's what Drina said, right?
Correct.
But we can't hear what's being discussed on that video.
Correct.
We have to rely on what Miss Burnhart says.
Correct.
Now, you testified on cross that Miss Burnhart did not know that she was being brought up to the state attorney's office for a meeting on the 20th.
I don't believe she knew the date.
Yet, when she came, she brought a bunch of materials with her.
Correct.
And the state attorney's office collected what Drina said they should collect.
Correct.
Nothing further.
Will the detective be recalled by the party?
I don't think so, Your Honor. He's released from the state.
Defense will do the same, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Please. Members of the jury, we are going to go into recess for the trial at this point for the day. We will resume tomorrow with the defense's case. Once again, I'm going to remind you not to speak with each other or any other person concerning this case. Also, do not seek out any information outside of this courtroom. Please report at 8:30 tomorrow. We will resume at 8:45. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Everyone can be seated. Please report tomorrow at 8:30. We will resume at 8:45 with the witnesses. Please have all witnesses that will be testifying in the morning present and ready. Mr. Zellman, Ms. Fulford. Also, there is not to be any further violations of the rule of sequestration.
Yes, sir. That was certainly not intentional. And as I indicated, sidebar, one of our witnesses, I don't believe her flight gets in until 10. We will have further discussions with her to get her here as quickly as possible.
We're in recess.